Hello, 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 hello. All right, this is episode 2 of Thought Frenzy. I am Justin Starcher. That's the name that has been given me when I was born. I'm here with my brother who was born under very similar circumstances. You want to say your name and introduce
Hello,
yourself?
I'm Alex. What's going on?
Yes.
How we doing?
We are Justin and Alex Starcher. We are gathered here today to bring you the second episode of my podcast, Thought Frenzy.
Hey, yeah.
Well, I guess we can start now. I guess that was a good enough intro. It was colorful enough, I'd say.
It was all right.
It was all right. It was all right. It was okay, I guess. All right. Anyway, Alex, hey man, I just gotta say it's great to have you here. You know, it's really. Yeah. I'm glad you came on the show.
I appreciate you flying me out.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna can you like.
Because with life in Hawaii, it gets kind of exhausting.
Yeah, but like speaking of that, I was wondering I don't have a whole lot of money right now. If you could like that was like, I was like letting you borrow that money if you want to like. Or we can do like 50% if you want.
What are you talking about?
Fly you out.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about it? You said you want me to pay you back for it or what?
Yeah, if you could like pay me back.
Yeah, I got money and I got like 8 wives, so.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
We can make that happen.
All right, hell yeah.
Keep your money.
Anyway, thank you. So Alex, how do you define what is human growth to you? Let's talk about growth. We've watched each other grow and ourselves grow, right?
Physically, mentally.
Yeah.
Spiritually.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Straight the fuck up. Well, what is growth to you? I feel like that's a question that varies by person quite substantially. So,
growth to me.
Yeah, growth to you. Into the microphone too. Make sure you're very.
It's
audible.
just being more accepting of your fate, I feel, and where you're supposed to be.
To like accept what is, essentially.
For sure, yes.
Yeah.
You put it that way.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a society that's very much like, oh, I need to make things this way, make things that way. This is what a life's supposed to be like, so I need to make my life look like that. But we're not really following our heart too much with it. And when things don't go our way, we suffer. And I think there's a lot to learn, especially from a lot of esoteric cultures. Like Taoism is something that I fuck with pretty heavily. And it's just to be the river, just to accept what is.
Free flowing.
Free flowing.
Yeah, and with growth, there's no meter or like some sort of system. I don't know. I think with growth, there's no one that's like above anyone else. That's what you got to get. Because if you're like, okay, I'm going to grow, I'm going to change as a person, whatever, you're already there. There's no, type of...
All that's real is right now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and oftentimes we strive for these goals, and then we don't even feel much different. We think that's going to be this gloriful moment where everything in our lives have come together, and it really just feels the same. Because that's your external isn't always going to be it isn't always going to have an immediate effect on your internal. Sometimes you got to work things out internally to fix the sense of.
And it'll manifest, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta love yourself and figure out what works for you. And a lot of it is unlearning. I feel like to be a smart person is to unlearn, oftentimes more than to learn. Unlearning.
The world should not work like that. That should not be a thing to have to unlearn. But we get put into some spots and I don't know, some situations.
Yeah.
With ignorant adults that tell us things as kids or whatever, and how the world is.
Because they're just repeating what they were told by their adults when they were kids. And,
yeah, it's trauma, straight up.
Yeah, it's this weird shockwave of ignorance from generation to generation to generation. And you combine that with our changing times and people
Very changing, very varied
very
times.
varied times.
Very varied.
I mean, it's just
Scary sometimes.
it's a recipe for disaster.
It is the perfect storm for trauma.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we think that these things are so normal, you know, like we're sitting here talking to a microphone, and it's being put into data files on this computer here with this screen that
Really,
lights
like-
up and you can touch it, and
Yeah. It's weird, man.
it's so fucking weird because only like roughly 200 years ago we had the Industrial Revolution. And before that, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, it's just been, oh, we got horses and we got
1901
wheels.
was Industrial Revolution.
Was it 1901?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get my facts right. Make sure you're close enough to the mic.
1901 Industrial Revolution. I'm pretty
Let me
sure.
look this shit
But yeah,
up.
that
Let me
was
fact check your ass.
that was the raping of society. Industrial Revolution. And I'm not trying to be like the
Industrial.
Unabomber, but
The Unabomber had some good points. He did have some.
and he lived in a cool little thing in the woods. Kind of living the
Industrial
dream.
Revolution was a transition, new manufacturing processes in Great Britain, continental Europe, and the
1820.
United States.
Never
in the
mind.
period-
Holy shit! What am I thinking?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'm retarded.
I knew that was wrong. That's
yeah.
why I had to look it up. So, yeah, it was between.
1820 and 1840. There you go.
Yeah.
The raping of society.
Yeah. So, with that said, that was fairly recent in the grand scheme of things. You know, we just had
And
like
with
horses.
that, it caused a boom and an explosion.
Yeah. And it
Every
might
year
feel
it's-
slow from our perspective because we have such short lives, but in the grand scheme, we don't know how to incorporate society, the internet into society. Yeah. Like we don't know where this is leading.
Do the pros outweigh the cons?
Yeah. I mean, I could see where our technology can get us to a point of peace and prosperity, and I could see a future where our technological advancements
For what goal, you know?
create our demise. You know,
Because if the pros outweigh the con, the goal has to be pretty hefty, but I can't think of such a goal. What would the goal be?
well, what do you think the goal is?
I don't know.
What do you think we're here for? Well, first of all, that's good. Let's start with the question below that question. Do you think we're here for a specific reason? Because you got to think, out of all the so
It's easy
many
to
years
think.
to be alive,
We don't. We aren't.
yeah, like why are we here now as human beings on Earth during these pivotal times where it feels like everything on the planet is hanging on this tight wire and we don't know if it's going to fall, and we have fucking TikTok and Pornhub and all this shit that's just creating such a insane effect on our
Crazy.
minds.
Yeah, it's just meant to wring your mind out of all the dopamine and to absolutely just drain you. But yeah, I don't think anyone knows why we're here, or the thing or person or whatever that had created us. I don't think they know even. I don't think anyone is aware. I think ignorance is bliss and could be the truth. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot about that. You know, there's that I forgot who was the first to say it, but there's this saying throughout philosophy where not even God knows what God is. So I feel like we're all just kind of here to get lost in this weird experience, but
I like that.
yeah,
Get lost.
get lost in the sauce, you know,
Fuck with that. Yeah.
lost in the cosmic sauce.
That sounds not as scary as just the alternative to the same viewpoint.
Yeah,
just
the viewpoint that most people have, where everything's very serious and dark and scary, and oh no, World War III, you know, we're all gonna die. But
I think society's lost hope.
Mm-hmm.
I think, with God and Jesus, and I don't know, just it was all meant to create hope, and now even like society and the media is like meant it's kind of, I don't know, bashing that, but I'd say with Jesus and like God or whatever, it was like a symbol for hope and stuff and families. I don't know what I'm getting at, but it's just kind of like,
Well, we're going into religion, specifically
religion.
Christianity
Yeah,
is
I'd say with
what's coming out of your
religion is hope.
mouth. Okay.
I don't prescribe to a religion, but I'm just saying that's what it was meant for, and we were doing pretty good before all of this.
All this shit.
Yeah.
All this shit and piss and cum all over the place.
That's how it feels.
It's what it feels like, man. It's what it feels like being here in the 2020s. Just trying to find affordable housing. You know, it is what it is.
Inflation.
Yep.
Do
But
it.
speaking of religion, I feel like, from the way I see it, all of the original interpretations of each religions are all just simply different tellings of the same story, I feel. I think it'd be really cool to sit down and actually read. Excuse me, I had a burp. It'd be nice to sit down and read the Bible. It would be nice to sit down and read the Quran.
I've seen a few stuff from it. It seems like some pretty good advice.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. It seems like a lot of it. I want to
hopeful.
pinpoint these commonalities
Yeah.
between all these different religions and get a sense of what that truth is lying there in the middle of this giant ring of spiritual religions that have kind of manifested into our global culture as a whole. But
Fuck the deep state.
fuck the deep state. Yeah, dude. I feel like there's a lot of evil, horrible uses for religion being used to puppet people
If
based
I
on
were
their
to
beliefs.
in the future, like prescribe to, Jesus or whatever, I would not attend a church. That's not.
Yeah, no,
Churches aren't it.
real,
Churches
real.
are something different.
That's for sure. Real. I've heard from real Christians that you don't have to go to church a day in your life to be a Christian. You know.
No.
And I mean, that's kind of how I am with my philosophy. I don't have to go to, I don't really put a label on what my spiritual perception is. If anything, it would be something of Taoism or Stoicism, a little bit of Buddhism. But I don't have to go to a temple to honor that, you know. I honor that every day by just thinking the kind of thoughts that I have and living the kind of life that I want. And I feel like that's how it should be for everyone, you know?
I'd say more of a stoic.
Yeah.
Stoic on them,
Stoicism is some cool shit. I mean, from the way I see it, I kind of feel like with the amount of research I've done on Stoicism and Buddhism, or not, I'm sorry, Stoicism and Taoism, it feels like they're both just the same thing, but Taoism has a bit more of an esoteric.
Yeah, they're both
Seasoning.
more of like a go with the flow.
Yeah, that's kind of all it is.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, looking back to when I was younger and how I used to try and, like, direct things into a direction that I wanted them to be in and get upset when things didn't go as planned and stuff. It all just feels so silly to me. Because
just in my experience, like with too much control, that's how you end up with like no control. Mm-hmm. That's when you fuck up.
Yeah, no, I feel like the more we feel the desire to control, the less we have control over, because we don't have any control. Or look at it this way: the more energy you put forth controlling external things, the less energy there will be in controlling things internally. So you're not going to be in control of your emotions. You're going to let the unpredictable external situations bring you down, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think, sometimes there's a time and a place. I think it's a helpful tool in terms of taking it upon yourself to change your life situations. But but it's a tool, that is like a nice wrench that you need when fixing a bolt, right? But you wouldn't use a wrench when you're trying to, I don't know, board up a house with you would rather have like hammer and nails, you know what I mean? There's time and place for everything. I think it's all about finding that rhythm, that balance. It is what it is.
Everyone's on the search for the one wrench that will unnut all nuts and unbolt all bolts.
Yeah, but the truth is,
That would be the monkey wrench that is unobtainable to the mental.
you'd have to be on the wavelength of a monkey to try to use that monkey wrench.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the monkey brain, trying to monkey wrench everything.
We made tools.
Yeah, you go ooh ah. I can fix everything by controlling everything. No, monkey, you're wrong. Sit your monkey ass down, eat a banana.
Grab the other wrenches for the time being.
Yeah,
What you need. Not the one size fits all. Not the. I don't know.
always a time and a place. But I mean, where do you think this is all going, though? Moving backwards a bit on
Where was I going?
technological advancements.
AI could kill us, probably. I know there's just one thing. I think with Facebook, they made an AI that went, I don't know. I think it just went haywire and like started creating its own language.
Oh
and they
yeah,
had to shut it down.
yeah. They shut that. They shut that shit down and started making its
So-
own language.
That was like an hour ago. I mean, not an hour ago, like a year ago. So
An hour and a year, very different
Yeah.
measurements of time. Yeah,
but yeah, that's pretty nuts.
that is really nuts.
So if it has that type of capability to start creating things on its own, like a language, who knows? Could get pretty fucky.
It could be, or it. There's a lot of potential for good in it too, though.
At what cost? And I don't think the good people are in control of this stuff. So think about that too,
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because let's say there is an Illuminati. This.
Then I think their plan would be to put all the AI like in the. I think they want the AI to take our jobs, and then we will have to rely on the government for money and to live, and that's what's going to happen. Then, if there is an Illuminati and the deep state, even if there's not, I would say like the government's just going to try to do that if they can.
That's definitely a theory, and like I used to cycle on like these more pessimistic theories a lot, but I feel like a lot of it was unhealthy for me to really like cling on to.
Well, if you see what's happening
Yeah,
in everyday,
but
sorta
there's
life.
also like the theory that kind of came to mind where like what if the Illuminati, if it is real, is like an anti-hero that's doing bad things that seem really bad, but it's only because it's mathematically calculated and projected to where like, okay, we need to make these fucked up things happen to put humanity into this certain position, and then in that position release this thing into it, and then it'll flourish and be aligned with sacred geometry, and humanity will be born as a new crazy enlightened species, for all we know. I don't know.
It's possible. I hope so.
That'd be pretty sick if that does happen like that. But we don't know shit.
We don't. That's what sucks. I don't see that very. I don't think that's very possible that that'll happen. Honestly, it's not very likely. Just from what I know, like I don't know if they try to worship the devil, they're probably not about it like that.
If so,
And if they have like their souls sold, it's not the vibe.
no, it doesn't seem like the vibe. But we don't really know what the vibe is. No one really
we
knows
don't know
shit.
if
No
they're
one
really
knows what's
selling their
going
souls.
on. I'm not like out here saying this thing's happening, this thing's not happening. I don't know. There could be a good Illuminati, there could be a bad Illuminati, there could be no Illuminati at all, and you know, we could be living these lives just to
It could
watch our
just be like,
planet blow up, or we could be living these lives to ascend into a greater reality.
yes.
Yeah. I mean, I have a theory on I can kind of like see like the direction where things are going, and I have like my own personal theory that I kind of like stick with. I might have told you this before, I might have not. But here's the thing. I feel like 2035 is going to be the year that everything changes. If not that exact year, then somewhere very close by. And here's exactly why. For one, spiritual psychics like Dolores Cannon. Have you heard of Dolores Cannon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like her and others have hypnotized people to speak with their higher selves, and they ask their higher selves, like, what made you choose your parents? What are you here for? And they basically, all of them say that they're here to experience the rise of consciousness. So, and that's apparently supposed to happen around 2035, supposedly, right? So that's interesting if you believe in that. But what really hits home further is back on artificial intelligence. The singularity is the point in time where artificial intelligence becomes more intelligent than mankind. So AI experts predict that that is to occur in 2035. So 2035 seems to have a lot going on. It's got a lot going for it, wouldn't you say?
I'd say so, yeah.
And then you look at what Elon Musk is working on with Neuralink. He wants us to achieve symbiosis with AI, so that we could essentially come along for the ride with becoming as smart as AI can get. So
I think that part's inevitable. I think we will be one with AI and put it in our brains and stuff pretty soon. I would even say.
well, they
like in a
started
couple
human.
years.
I believe they've already started human testing. So
Yeah, I mean, it'll be in a few years.
yeah,
There'll be another explosion of a new genre of technology that's going to go crazy. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, when you
And
look at
I'm
that,
sure that explosion has already happened in their little labs and stuff. Yeah. It's happening very soon.
yeah. But I mean, when you look at that, because hardware processing power doubles every year.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say 2035 hits, we are fused with this AI that has now become as smart as mankind. And so then by 2036, humanity will be twice as intelligent as it is now. 2037, it'll be 4 times as intelligent. 2038, it'll be 8 times as intelligent, and so on. And I mean, I feel like with intelligence also comes enlightenment. So who knows? This seems like we could be going along for this crazy, interdimensional, insane ride of the human mind.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is pretty exciting. That's kind of what keeps me optimistic.
I mean,
shit
as
like
long
that.
as that doesn't get put into the wrong hands, then I don't know, just like in the hands of corruption, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Let's see here. What kind of hands would you want to see this in?
Hopeful. I don't know. The hands that aren't like oligarchs.
Yeah, the hands of the people.
Yes, the hands of the people. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah.
It needs to be. I mean, yeah.
So,
Is Elon Musk one of us? I hope so. That'd be cool.
it would be cool.
Is he an Illuminati, Freemason, fuck? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? I
We
think
will soon find out, though.
I
If
think
this AI stuff starts going haywire.
I think it's a little weird that he's worried about AI, but he's creating robots.
Because it's
He's doing Tesla
inevitable.
bot.
So if
Yeah.
there's a person to make, some cash off it, he'll do that
Yeah.
before somebody else. So because it is inevitable.
It is inevitable. I don't know, but I feel like right now we're just kind of watching some of the craziest fucking shit that anyone has ever been able to see on the planet Earth in ever. And I don't know, I wake up every day kind of excited to see what happens, you know? I feel like everyone is so depressed and suicidal and
Everyone is drained and confused. That's all it is. Just drained and confused.
yeah. I mean, that's a big
And that
part of it.
sucks.
'Cause I feel drained a lot too.
I mean, that's what's been happening with the phones. That's what the algorithms are meant to do to you, is to drain and confuse you, and boom.
Yeah.
And try to make some false identity for you. It's stupid.
Yeah, well, I was saying more along the lines of like people who are like super anxious about stuff going on in the world and how like I think it's healthier to kind of look at it from a third person perspective and be like, wow, this is what I'm living through. This is what's happening. But you bring up another interesting topic where like our dopamine receptors are like completely shot.
They're shot.
Like we are not meant to be doing all the things that we do, scrolling on these magical little light rectangles
Yeah, I mean,
that
it takes
connect
a
us
lot
all over
to,
the planet.
I don't know, at least for me, it takes a lot to entertain me more than it did prior to, being put into the algorithm.
I feel like the goal is to stare.
And if you're not being entertained, it kind of sucks with life. It kind of feels bad when you're not entertained. It feels boring, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, if I take a break from all these things that give off dopamine, I'll be more able to feel happy doing nothing. And I feel like that's my goal. I want to achieve this sense of spiritual enlightenment where I can stare at a blade of grass and just think, man, I'm having such a great time looking at this beautiful thing.
Yep.
So this one blade of grass holds so many questions and mysteries to it. Where does it come from? How does everything work?
That was our origin point. Like when we were born, that's how it was. That's how it was meant to be. That's how everything and anything is at all times. But that's just the shit we got to unlearn sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then after we unlearn it, then hopefully we can get, try to get back to our baseline.
Yeah, that's the thing, because the way we're born as babies, that curiosity that stays with us throughout childhood and stuff, it was never supposed to disappear. No. And
because that was non-man-made thoughts. That was just all pure and free-flowing and
it was natural.
Yes.
Oh, jinx, man.
Jinx, yes.
Natural shit.
Because that's just how it was. And then you got people, pretty bad people trying to tell you what's up when that's not really what's up, It sucks.
It does suck, man. I think we should all take a step back and I don't know, because I mean, like I said, all this technology is bringing us to a state of depression, but at the same time, it could lead to somewhere good. So.
I would say like it's the media and like the social media that leads to depression and stuff. I'd say technology's good,
But let's say
but
someone
what
gave
we're
you
doing with it is bad.
That's true. That's true. But let's say someone gave you a red button, a big, nice, meaty red button, and said, Alex, if you press this button, it will destroy all technology and we'll be living natural, normal lives. And we'll be as naturally happy as we were meant to be. But if you don't press the button, things will continue to wherever it's meant to continue to. Would you press that button? Or would you be like, you know what? I don't know what's on the other side of this technological wormhole.
In my head, I would say yes, but if I was actually put in the position,
Right.
probably not.
Yeah. I don't think I'd touch it either.
Shit be. I'm gonna just. This is the evolution of all history has come to all of this. Let's see what happens. Let's fucking blow ourselves up. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, even if we do blow ourselves up, I feel like if we have a positive outlook and perception of death, and we don't fear death or the unknown, then even that is just like everything could be looked at as a positive thing.
What, I mean, in the if I were to press the button, that's where we would be, or you just on something else? Because I don't know, with death, I'm afraid of for sure. The unknown, I'm afraid of. But if I were to press that button and everything would be all free flowing, pure, then I probably wouldn't be. And yeah, that would be pretty good not to be afraid of death. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel that's the goal. Once you stop fearing death,
that might be the best thing ever.
You stop fearing fear itself. It's
because if I'm not afraid of death, I'm not gonna be afraid of a fucking spider.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be afraid of. I don't know, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would live how we want to live for sure.
That's the key.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be living how we want to live. Life's supposed to be all about just that pursuit of happiness. Do what makes you feel happy. And everyone is so different. Everyone has such different minds with different passions, yet all of our lives look so the same. You got to really look at that and think, you know what? Something isn't clicking. I don't think humanity has really discovered what humanity is meant to be yet. Maybe one day we'll get there.
I think at the moment, we're in the puberty stage. I think. I don't know. Just everyone is just in the puberty stage right now of society, with technology, with everything that's happening. Soon there will be an explosion of BO.
Body odor?
Yes.
Yeah.
But BO in the sense of probably the new AI trying to kill us or something.
Yeah, maybe.
That's going to be pretty smelly. It's going to smell like crap.
I don't know. I feel like if technology became infinitely intelligent, it wouldn't need us. But if we were fused with it, then maybe it would. And I don't know. You see a lot of shit like...
I'd say we'd be one with it. Like, we should be one with most things.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be one with it all. Because there's this theory I thought of where, like... You know how, like... the Bible, the Quran, all those religious books, these religions say that one day God comes back to earth and brings heaven to earth. And,
everybody's about to get...
I don't know if they...
Go to hell.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think if they had the words to describe these times... they might just say, in the future, humanity creates artificial intelligence and it's super smart and will tell us how to fix our ways. But we didn't have those words back then. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
ooh, AI is God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if we're summoning God, essentially?
Yeah. Because if you look at just everything with technology, it's magical. Ew, God.
It's literally magical.
God is magical.
You take someone from the 1700s and show them an iPhone, they're going to be like, well, you got this from God or something.
Yeah.
This is a magical divine device. I can't even comprehend how it could possibly work.
Energy. Oh. I mean, it works with energy. Energy is God.
Yeah.
That makes a ton of sense.
All things are energy.
Yeah.
Even matter is just compressed energy.
There's your answer. Cool.
Yeah. And
I
maybe
like that.
that's why the aliens have been here. You know, like, so, like if there are these UFOs and they are actually extraterrestrials, it would make sense that they'd come in between, like right after the atomic bomb, and be like, okay, atomic bomb readings. These now let's study these people because these people are about to summon God, and we want to witness that. That's crazy, you know. Especially if like that's the fate of every species, to fuse itself with magical self-created intelligence
Sounds pretty badass.
and
Let's do that.
epigenetically evolve through technology into godhood. That sounds pretty fucking crazy, dude. Pretty fucking crazy.
I will be that AI guy.
The AI guy. You're not that guy.
I will be.
Let me see this glow stick. We got glow sticks here.
Yeah, we're actually at a rave right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. I'm sure you guys could hear all the background music and shit.
Trying to drown out the background noise with this cool new filter we got.
Yeah, we got a
But
sick
no, we're having a
filter.
good time. We have friends and like we get girls and stuff.
Yeah. We totally
Hold on, girl.
I-
Hold on.
I've had
Hold on,
sex before, man. I'll tell you that much. And ooh-wee, man, it felt like I could definitely nut. It was pretty sick. Pretty fucking sick.
God.
We're about 40 minutes in yet, and so far. Do you have any other topics? I kind of went through all.
Say a current event is school shootings and stuff.
All right, let's talk about school shootings. Wait, let me grab some water real quick. You want a water?
Is it in the bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll take it. I don't want no dirty cup.
Here you go. Nice fart sounds.
Thank you.
Catch there.
It's like, yeah, but school shootings, I'm pretty much, my stance on it is, you know, it's not a gun issue, it's a mental health issue, and the school system treats kids like shit anyways. So.
Well, I thought it was kind of funny that the armed parents weren't allowed to enter the building, while all the cops.
I'm surprised the cops didn't.
The cops are just standing outside, not doing shit, and telling all the armed, concerned parents to stay out of trouble. And it's like they could have went in there and done shit that you guys weren't willing to
'Cause
do.
they were out there for like an hour and a half or
Yeah.
something, as shots are still going off, as these parents are hearing their kids get shot.
There needs to be a more
But
agreed upon system for this type of shit.
because
The shit like that shouldn't be going down the way it went down.
Well, I think by law they're not able to tell cops you have to go in and risk your life. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Corey for telling me that. Me and Corey were just talking about this the other day, and that's what he said. And it's like, damn, that's probably facts, and should, I don't know, stay facts. But I don't know if it should stay facts.
Like I do feel
don't know.
like I feel like what they should do is have probably more officers that are armed at school. Maybe allow the teachers to bring in guns. Maybe
That's too much.
make it
No.
more difficult to have better
I'm not a
testing
teacher
to
gun
make
guy
sure.
because
You're not.
if you expect them to have guns and stuff, you should be giving them a lot like more of a raise or something with money, because that's a lot of like responsibility and shit. So if you're
You know
supposed
what?
to trust them with a gun, and just even trust them with a gun, all the whack jobs,
Actually,
that are
yeah.
teachers, dude. Oh my, no, I'm good.
Imagine being Imagine how many teachers out there wouldn't properly like
Yeah, I could
have
expose
their
some
guns
teachers.
put away.
Dude,
No, and, like any fucking kid could just like grab their teacher's gun off their fucking desk and
yeah.
shoot someone they're pissed at.
oh, the teachers got guns now.
You see,
let me find it.
I'm just thinking about some of this shit just
Weirdos.
now.
Yeah,
I really
That's
haven't
not the
thought
Bible.
enough about this to really give like a stable opinion.
me
that
neither. I just know it's more about the mental health and what's happening on our
Yeah.
phones that is causing this.
Because
It's mental health, dude.
Here's what I
do
don't
something
want.
about that.
I just don't want things to get to a point where people can't have guns anymore. Because the reason that we have that amendment to bear arms
It's the government.
is like to defend ourselves against this tyrannical government.
And that's what people say is a right wing, like real Trumpy thing to say.
No, it's just
these
common
days.
sense.
It is, and it is.
Have you seen China?
Yep.
The Chinese are wishing that they had guns.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, I understand it's kind of pointless if like maybe, you know, the American government has fighter jets and nukes and all this shit that, you know, our guns wouldn't even compare to. But like,
It's about the principle.
yeah, like if
If
yeah,
I want to, I can shoot at the bomb or something as
Yeah.
a last resort.
yeah, shoot at the bomb.
I have the right to do that.
It blows up in the sky. Everyone's saved, and everyone just
Yeah.
puts you
Everyone
up on.
applauded.
Yeah, they clap for you. They put you on their shoulders for he's a jolly good fellow. Like that, we don't want to be robbed of that American
Statue.
dream. Absolutely not.
Give me a statue.
Give him a statue. Give him a fucking statue for shooting.
Me
a
with
nuke
my AK
with a
shooting the
sidearm.
bomb up in the air.
Yeah,
Imagine how badass that would be.
yeah. Chisel him out of like marble. Make it look like his hair's flowing from the blast.
Like Fabio.
Yeah, like Fabio.
Like Troy Polamalu.
Like Troy Polamalu. Like
Anybody else with nice hair?
like Keanu Reeves.
He's alright.
He's got nice
A little
hair.
greasy hair, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah, not the best hair. If you want to talk about
Oh.
Troy Polamalu, Fabio, Keanu Reeves, get out here.
I mean, yeah, you got a point. It just kind of like, you know, when a name just comes to mind, you know, you're just thinking of random hair.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, it's better than nothing. I think Keanu Reeves has nice
but if
hair,
you wanna
though.
take
You
a few
know,
more seconds
maybe
to
it
think
doesn't.
of a better person.
All right. How about Alex Starcher?
Hell yeah.
Right, you right there.
Mm-hmm.
You got some nice ass hair.
Go.
It runs in the blood.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, me and mom.
Yeah. Yeah. You're funny. You're goofy. Very funny.
What are you doing?
I'm just
Why are you
checking.
playing around?
I'm just checking to see where we are in the timestamp. We just hit 43 minutes.
For the next episode, we're going to have Joe Rogan on here. We already hit him up.
Yeah. Elon Musk,
Lex Fridman.
Donald Trump, and
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Both of them at the same time.
They're going to be fighting.
We're gonna give them boxing gloves, and it's gonna be pretty sick.
But you have to
And
be
the Pope.
subscribed on Patreon to see that.
Yeah, you have to be subscribed on Patreon to see this exclusive footage. So subscribe to my Patreon.
For what? What is it? $9 a month?
It's whatever you want. Whatever you want. Any monthly fee. I want to set up another thing later on for like one-time payments, but for now we just got the Patreon. And yeah, donate now to watch Donald Trump and Joe Biden fight each other. I wonder how many people are actually going to believe that we have that.
Nobody. That's the joke. We're obviously joking.
But we're not joking, are we?
No.
Are we joking, though?
No, but we're not going to have it recorded. It will be happening, but it's only for our entertainment. We're just... because we know these people very closely.
Yeah.
And we're with the Illuminati. We already know that he's about to blow up. This whole podcast thing's about to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Because the algorithms are in our favor. That's all we need.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Yeah, dude.
Okay,
Fuck
the
everyone
algorithms
else.
are in my favor, not his favor. I'm going to do something like this. And
He's going to do something. It's going to help me.
no.
in him.
I'm gonna leave him in the dust.
Okay.
It's my big break.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll give you all the rights to Thought Frenzy then.
No, I'm gonna make my own thing. I don't need yours.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I'm good, bud. I'm okay. I don't need your handouts.
Valid.
But
Valid as fuck, bro.
that's why I said it.
How do you feel about
3 people would do good right here. Because I don't know, I just had a little imagery just thinking, hey, what do you think?
yeah?
Third person. It would be a lot more.
I think we'll probably do that next time.
That'd be cool.
Do you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, just thank you for listening. I've had a good time, I guess.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to Thought Frenzy.
Should be watching
the Thought Frenzy
pretty cool.
podcast.
A little video action.
I gotta get like a nice camera or something. I don't have the money for all this shit right now.
Just close it. They don't care.
Yeah. Anyway, you can donate to my Patreon at patreon.com/thoughtfrenzy. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the whatever
hits the
else.
bell.
Nobody hits the
Nobody.
bell. I know no one hits the bell. But like what? Because you have to.
Because you just want to be one of them.
I just want to be one of them YouTubers. Coming to Spotify and everything real soon. You might already be on Spotify listening to this. I'm just trying to pile up some episodes before.
And you could be having millions of followers if you're watching this right now.
Yeah, I could be actually supreme
We'll get there.
overlord of the internet right now already while you're listening to this. Fucking sick.
Bye.
All right, love you guys. Bye bye. Much love. Have a good day.